Welcome! Actually, wait. I don't know what this segment is called, but it's lunch for me. So, welcome to lunch. It's a leftover burrito from Friday, and today's Tuesday. It's making me a little queasy. So today we're gonna talk about how I shot a wedding a week or two ago and made $35. 35, and why that's important. No, it's not enough money to live on or to run a business on, but there's a reason I made $35, and I think you ought to know why. So I kind of stumbled into the business of being a wedding photographer. I like it because it's work usually Friday through Sunday when maybe I wouldn't be doing other things. But basically there was a wedding that came up that I was already accounted for. I was shooting somebody else's wedding that day. Instead of turning this couple down, I figured, wait a minute, this could be an exercise in starting a larger studio or a larger company. And it'll get back to this delegation loop, which states basically like, this is what you can do with work or extra work. Eliminate it, delegate it, or automate it. And I didn't want to eliminate this couple, right? So I moved on to delegating it. And in doing so, what I had to do was basically hire another associate photographer to work underneath me, get that person cleared with the couple who reached out to me and wanted my style of shooting in my portfolio. Yeah, come on, bring it back. Now I'm hungry. Oh no. Beggars can't be choosers. Let's just call this Lunch with Henry, and we'll do them every once in a while. And then, because I didn't shoot the wedding, I might as well try and have somebody edit that album of photos for me as well. So I was now delegating the shooting of the actual wedding and the delegation of editing the photos for that couple. I did my searching around. I found an associate photographer through different connections and groups in the Chicagoland area, an awesome photographer that I would basically pay out hourly to shoot the wedding. That photographer would turn over photos to me. I would then in turn turn over photos to an editor. Because like I said, if I was gonna delegate one thing, I might as well practice delegating an entire wedding. So what ends up happening is I book a photographer who's a good friend of mine. He shoots the thing. I pay him out hourly. He does a wonderful job. So I have the couple paying me hourly to then pay out my associate photographer hourly, and I'm left with a very small margin. I think I was left with $85. But with those $85 and the wedding shot, I have the full album, thousands of photos. Now we have two options. I can do the editing myself. I can't eliminate the editing, right? Again, that loop is eliminate, delegate, automate, and I can't eliminate it. But for $85, I also don't really want to do it. Thankfully, the internet exists, and I was able to find somebody to do it for $50, which is great. I free up 10 hours of my time. I now delegate out the editing of those photos to somebody for $50. One thing leads to another, and I get $35 for managing that entire wedding. So what this now allows me to do is get a lead from a couple, delegate out the actual photography involved in that lead, and then when I get those photos back, I can delegate out the editing of those photos. And in an ideal world, right, moving forward, after having done this successfully, it was successful, right? I made $35, I didn't lose money. And moving forward, I now have a very good idea of the systems required to delegate out a full wedding like that. And now, instead of turning people down when I'm already booked for a weekend, I can figure out a way to get them the coverage they need and plug them into the editors I have. And if nothing else, I think it's great practice in elimination, delegation, and automation, where I can't be in more than one place at one time, but I can certainly delegate a lot of what I do so that I can be in multiple places in any given weekend, figuratively. that is just a little tip for you today. That's how I made $35 shooting one wedding. Work smarter and not harder, and I will see you very soon for a new video. Later. Before we get into the 35, here goes nothing. Nope. I'll let you know tomorrow whether or not it was bad.